everyone. I know I was doing Digimon, but because I do plan on doing the DLCs this time, I am going to be playing Pokemon Violet with an all Kalos team. That is the current journey we are doing. Yes, I have gone back to Pokemon because I realized if I continue with the Digimon game, I will not finish this Pokemon run in time for the new game to come out. And since I want to do the new game as soon as it releases, it's either get back to Pokemon or just do Digimon straight into Pokemon, which would be weird. You're still trying to get your husband to play Scarlet and Violet with you? What's stopping him? It's 3D and he can't get into the houses now. Bidoof! He hasn't played Pokemon since Game Boy times. I mean, Kalos didn't play Pokemon until Game Boy, since Game Boy times, and I got him to play Scarlet. And as it was, not many people realize it, but yeah, you weren't always able. Like, all the houses were not available in the older games either. There were tons of houses you could not go into. Like, they literally didn't give them doors. Enrollment complete. I'm trying. He got bored of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond when he attempted to shiny hunt Dialga. Okay. How do I put this? I completely understand that on why he got bored of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Because there wasn't, it was all chibi. And they didn't really do anything different to make it exciting. It was just copy and paste. Like, all they did was just give Pokemon Diamond and Pearl a fancy new look. That's it. It's not like they added anything to it or anything like that. If he hadn't attempted the shiny hunt, he'd probably still play 3D Pokemon. Well, let me ask you something. Did he try the shiny hunt when it first came out? Because Brilliant Diamond got an update that made Dialga not shiny locked. When Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl first came out, Dialga and Palkia, all of them, were shiny locked. It wasn't until it was out for like a good year that they took that away. Ah, he played it last year? Okay. Then he played it when the shiny lock wasn't in effect. Do 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 do. That's why I'm replaying to get the shiny. Oh god. But Brandy, last Pokemon game he played was Pokemon ED. Before that, was Pokemon Red. Yeah, as Kalos said, his was Pokemon Silver. If it wasn't for me. I played Fire Red as my first Pokemon game. Ah. Okay. Yeah, Red, Blue, and Yellow were my firsts. I played Red, and then I played Blue, and then I played Yellow when that came out. I don't think... If I think about it, I've never missed a game. And now we get up and start the game. Because I need the Pokedex. I want to play Yellow, but Black and White is hard on me. Yeah. If you play it, if you play it on some form of Game Boy Color, it will actually have color to it. Like, if you went on my YouTube, you would find a whole playthrough of me doing Pokemon Yellow. And the color was what really got to me. Yep. Because I used a, yes I do. I am actually streaming live on YouTube as well as Twitch. But but yeah, all of my runs are there. And the color of Pokemon Yellow got to me after a while. And I unfortunately had to finish the game because it was a redeemed pick. And the person who actually redeemed that pick for me was none other than Zalnor. He wanted me to play Pokemon Yellow, mainly Pikachu. So it wasn't just play Pokemon Yellow, it was play Pokemon Yellow using mainly Pikachu. The Brock fight, like me getting the first badge, was a pain. I had to get some Pokemon that can do like poison powder and stuff like that, and then, oh my god, just the amount of tackles and quick attacks that I used in that one fight. Oh, it took forever. And I know for a fact he suggested it to see me struggle. I didn't realize that saying I'll message you later for how you set up the game would get mod checked from expressions. It got mod checked? Really? Did he make you play black and white, or at least give you color? I got the Game Boy Advanced emulator, so it just naturally had color. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are only very few games that I can play with it in black and white. And that would actually be Pokemon Red and Blue. As a duck. And why did the duck not make a noise? That's weird. Hop. Yeah, the slow walking. In all honesty, it's the text against the gray that's hard for me to read nowadays. Yeah. I think my biggest problem was the fact that you need to, in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, you have to manage your inventory. Inventory management is very annoying to me. Like, in this game, I can buy every single thing possible in this game, and it will all fit into this little bag on my back. Including things like picnic tables and bikes. But in the first games, nope. You had a limit to how much you can carry. I could have like 1,000,000 potions, but Even if there was a million potions, there was still a set amount that I needed. So the bag was clearly bigger than it should have been, but children nowadays will not understand the limited inventory space of games. That is so true. That is so true, and it's not just Pokemon either. It's everything. Like, some games do have carry weight, like Skyrim and stuff, which is still relevant to this day. So, but the thing is, it just, you sell and stuff so much in that game, and use stuff in that game in Skyrim so much that it doesn't really matter unless you just never go back to town. But yes, in the newer games it is. I mean, Diablo 4 didn't have unlimited. Kalos did have to go back to town in Diablo 4. But name a popular game with an inventory limit that children play. Let's see. That children play. Damn. Oh, I wasn't even thinking of Minecraft. Because while you do, it's like Skyrim. While you do have a limited amount of space, you use so much that it doesn't really get full easily. Like, I'm thinking about games where it's like it's just like, oh, dang it, it's already full. Oh, I know one. Zelda. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You have to expand your inventory, and even then, it never becomes unlimited. Like, the Zelda... Like, when it comes to the weapons, bows, and shields, it's never technically... You counted it as a teen game. I mean, to be fair, to me, teens are kids, so... But when I was a kid, I played Ocarina of Time. And, like, in all of those Zelda games. Like, I was little when I played those games. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, that's why I just see Zelda as a kid's game. Because it's like, I was a little kid when I played it. But, and yes, teenagers are technically children, but they hate being called children. Yep. And I'm not gonna lie. Early 20s, see them as kids too. Well, considering it doesn't matter, because I won't be using them, I'm gonna do it based off of who I have the least of in Pokemon Home. And the one that I have the least of would be Quaxley. Mm-hmm. Yup. Kalos only as respect to the new game coming out in October. Hey Aurea, and yes. Kalos only Pokemon. The Kalos starters and Kalos Pokemon that you get late game, I have waiting in Pokemon Home to be transferred to the game. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm choosing Quaxley. As cute as he is, he's just cute now. He doesn't turn cool or stay cute. He's just cute like this. Like if I were to do a they wanted to redo Torchic, yeah, pretty much. Because, I mean, he ends up as a water fighting type. And what is Blaziken? Fire fighting. And I didn't finish the Digimon game, Aurea. It's just, I was planning on doing the DLC with this run. And I did the timeline based off of how long I stream for and how often I stream for, and I wouldn't be able to finish this run by the time the next game comes out. But he's also a salsa dancer. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's not the first time they've done a dancing Pokemon, really. So, it doesn't make sense on why he's a dancer. And while the other dancer Pokemon is not a starter, it's still there. Trump Mean and Salsa Dancer made me just not like it. Oh my god. It's all good. I'm sure you will get back to it at some point. Yes. Yes. I was actually thinking of one day a week I go back to the Digimon game because I really, really hate just not finishing a game. And right now I am just full of excitement for the new Pokemon game that I am struggling to find out what I want to play in my downtime. So I'm just playing Digimon World Next Order and not keeping control of the Digi-Evolutions. I'm just letting it go wild. I think 75% of my games ain't finished because I get bored or something shiny comes along. Yeah, I have to finish the games. However, if I have finished them once before already, then it's not really an issue. I'll just finish most of the storyline. And then I'll be like, okay, next. It sounds familiar. I have played many games, and a lot of them I forgot I played. But it sounds familiar. It's also possible it's on a wishlist play game. Moonstone Island, full name, it's on PC and Switch, I believe. It is, yes, it is on my wish list on PC. I have yet to play it yet, though. But that's mainly because I have not gamed on PC in a while. Like, I added Repo to my repertoire to stream with people, and I still haven't played it. So that's kind of just sitting there waiting for the day that I just have a group of people to play Repo with. I have played Party Animals on PC. But now that I think about it, Party Animals is really it. And I'm not gonna lie, Pokemon is the reason for it. I play Pokemon so dang much that me and PC kind of took a break, I guess you could say. And then when a bunch of games I like to play came to Switch, that made it even worse. Because then I just kinda... I'm gonna do a stream run. And I want to know if I should let whoever shows up pick my starting spirit or go with my favorite, which is sheep. Honestly, I think letting people who show up choose things for you is a fun thing to do. Like, a lot of Pokemon I have in Pokemon Home right now are all named very odd names that were not my choice. Like, I was going through all of my Kalos Pokemon. I'll do that. I'm gonna hate it if they pick the B. Oh, God. Like, I was going through Pokemon Home earlier today, just making sure I was getting, like, I was searching for all the level 1s of Kalos Pokemon that are in this game. And I get to one of the sections where I have Noibat. I'm looking, and then I come across a Bidoof. And the Bidoof's name, well, the Bidoof's name was Goku. It was the shiny Bidoof that Kaustis named from my All Bidoof run in Legends Arceus. Somehow he ended up in that box. And I'm usually very careful where I put certain Pokemon. So I don't know how a shiny Bidoof ended up in a random box full of Kalos Pokemon. Especially when it was from the Legends game. But I go through phases where I'll focus on one of my systems, then I'll get bored and change system. Yeah, I have... At one point, I was swapping between PS4 and Switch. At one point. But that was only because a game I really liked was not on Switch. And I like playing it often. Oh, right. I need to get the others in here. I need the actual team. Let's start doing that. And yes, there are Pokemon I will catch. Because there are 3 Kalos Pokemon that you encounter right off the bat. So I will be catching them. But I was just like, alright, a lot of my friends stopped playing this game now, so I'm just gonna go and stay on the Switch. And next thing I know, I'm barely using my PS4 for games. So whoop. The fact that this is the extent of Kalos Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet is so sad to me. Like, I did so much looking into it. Like, I was just doing research on the Kalos Pokemon of Scarlet and Violet, and this was it. This is the list of Kalos Pokemon. Doesn't give me much friggin' options. I don't know yet. Because last time I had a Delphox, a Fennekin in the game, it was because I was doing a canine run. No, not canine, psychic. Psychic run. Yeah, I was doing the psychic run. So I chose, I'm just like, I need a starter. What starter is also psychic? And then I remembered Fennekin turning into Delphox and stuff. I was honestly thinking of doing Fennekin again. I don't know. Who do you think I should choose? Because, I mean, I like all 3 of them, so... Hey, Star! The Kalos starters were really great. The frog? Got it. They're all level 1. Like, I'm gonna have the other starters in my team regardless, but I gotta have that main one in there. So the main one is Froakie. And a hydrate. Where did my avatar go? Oh, that's where my avatar went. I got yeeted. As for what Kalos has told me, he tells me everything, so if it's a little secret about you, Star, then yes. He did indeed tell me, Hop. Yes, and he's on call right now with me watching stream. Nice. Hop. And I'm a cat saying Hop and Bunny. Been a while since I got this one. Alright, Hop. I'm a cat. Oh dear. I was not thinking. Oh dear. I was not thinking, and thank you for the follow, Rinswow. Much appreciated. There he is. Of course. I should have known, Hop. Well, this is gonna be fun. All level 1 Pokemon right at the start. I should have thought better. So I'm just gonna do this. Hop. Oh dear. Should have just done that from the start. The Chunk, you're adorable. But I'm sorry, Hop. And Star, the way Kalos told me was he actually, like, showed me the message. So. Hello, and welcome to my insane world of Pokemon. Hop. Basically my life in a nutshell. Alright. Now we need to find a Scatterbug, a Fletchling. He likes Pokemon, so brownie points. Yes, indeed. That gives a lot of brownie points. But we all know why my mind is saying that. Friggin' addict. Hop. Rinswell, you're obsessed with Pokemon? Oh my. Star. Have you explained in the slightest of who I am? Up. Yes, he's the male version of you. Alright, well, if that's the case, Wow. Got a question for you, Hop. Have you memorized every single Pokédex entry, and that includes the differences between each game? So, over 1,025 Pokédex entries memorized. I'm glad I'm not the only insane one, Hop. Chespin, you're gonna come out for now. I keep telling you sanity is overrated. I know. I'm well aware. My insanity is just a special case. Hey, I'm back to Bunny. Now the hop makes more sense. Alright, Scatterbug, where are you? I swear, if I find a shiny Scatterbug because you redeemed Shiny Luck, fun couple, I am going to flip out because there is a guaranteed shiny in the starting area. And if it ends up being a Scatterbug, oh my god. Well, there's Scatterbug. So, next Pokemon it goes to is, let's see if I get a shiny Skidoo. And I think it's hilarious that people think that Scatterbug is from the Black and White era, when it's really not at all. Scatterbug is much newer than Black and White. Alright. We don't get to Skidoo yet. You wanna fight? Okay. Star, I'm very happy that Rinswow is almost as insane as I am. Yeah, Froakie, you ain't passing out. This makes things so much more difficult. It's like, until I get my first badge, the starting point is always difficult when it's Pokemon that you did not catch. I know. It's nice to know that I have fellow Pokemon addicts out there that don't think I'm crazy. Ah, snap. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, thankfully, I no longer do hardcore. Cause yay, traumatized. I'll get back to that eventually. There is a Hoppip right above my head. Oy, oy, Q Mariadon. I've played this game way too many times. Hey Star, this is what, my 5th time playing this game on stream? Or is it my 4th? Because I know I've done Sword and Sword at least 3. Because I did the Pupper run in Sword. I did the Psychic run here. The Hardcore was in Scarlet. Oh god. Too many runs. They're blending together. What was the most recent one I did in Violet? I don't think it was the Psychic run because I remember that I got rid of the save data so after the Psychic run. Oh god, what was the last run I did in this? Was it the bunny run? No, I did the bunny run in Sword. Darn it. I can't remember. I know I didn't try an all-baby Pokemon run in this game. But there was a run of Violet in between the Psychic one and this one. Darn it, that's gonna bug me now. What could it have possibly been? Darn it, now I need to look. When you can't remember all the runs you've done, that's bad. Alright, let's see here. Power of my people with Sword. Derp Squad! It was Derp Squad! Derp Squad was the last time I played this. How did I not remember that? And then before that, it was Bidoof Street Boys. In Brilliant Diamond. Yeah, and then the time before that I did Pokemon Sword. After Power of My People, it was the Pupper Power. I still need to do the kitty run, the bear run, the horse run. Oy, oy, oy. There's a lot I still need to do. But it'll have to wait. Oh, I was thinking of doing an all Bidoof run in Pokemon X and Y. But I figured that takes planning. So I didn't want to plan it just to end up not being able to finish it. It is nice being back to Pokemon, though. As slow as the intro to this game is, it is nice being back. And this just gave me an idea. Ooh. I only thought of bringing Kalos to Paldea because of the new game. But I could make this a series. Bringing regions to other regions. Ooh. That would be fun. We gonna move? Okay. Like, what would the next one be? If I were to do this. Like, I already know that if Bidoof is in Legend ZA, I'm gonna be doing a Bidoof run for that. But I don't know yet, since the full available Pokemon list has not been released yet. But if he is in there, after I do the initial Pokemon Legends ZA run, I will immediately play it again doing an all Bidoof run. Because it's kind of my silly thing. The worshipping of Bidoof. While Miraidon is saving me, it feels more like kidnapping. Okay. Yes, you were talking about how the Pokemon was pulverizing rocks and yet you thought we were goners. That makes sense, Demona. That makes a lot of sense. I do wonder how this is gonna go, though. This run. Because there's very limited Pokemon I can use. Granted, I could just... We all know how insane things can get with me. And yet they work out perfectly fine. I mean, for crying out loud, I had 6 Bidoofs take down a god. A false god. In Arceus Legends, so... We all know I make the impossible possible when it comes to Pokemon. So... Movesets will be important. But keeping it a balanced typing. Oof. Granted, I have more than 6 Pokemon to use. It's still gonna be a pain. longest Pokemon tutorial ever. Sword was the new open world. Why is my controller doing that? Controller, what is up with you right now? My controller has gone insane. Yay, Angry Arvin! And I love how everyone's avatars are just chilling right in front of my face. Okay, Arvin, why are you all angry? It's a little corner party over here. It's like... There we go. Now I'm not being attacked by little avatars. My controller is delayed for some reason too. I don't like that. I guess that's the struggle of using the Pro controller from the Switch 1 with the Switch 2. Yeah, Arvin, how do you know who Miraidon is? Dude, just stop complaining and battle me. We all know you want to. Kinda your thing. You're basically just a helper. Squab it. Maybe I should do Galar next. What? Okay, I actually may have to switch controllers. Because it's delayed. What is going on? Go, Froakie! Hey, this is not good. Not good. Not good. Alright, we will figure it out once we start walking again. I mean, it could just be because I'm streaming. Because this wasn't happening earlier when I was playing on my TV. Setting up everything for this run. Oh, this is not good. Come on, let me run around. I want to be able to check to see if I am delayed or if it was just the table. Because I had the controller underneath the table. But it was also plugged in and charging, so it shouldn't be an issue. Always the way everything works just fine until you start to stream. Okay, yeah. I continue running when my thumb is off the joystick. Okay. Let me go get the thing for the Joy-Cons on the Switch 2. May as well make sure it's not that. But yes, it's like, absolutely. It's like the moment I friggin' started charging it too. Come here, lovely little Joy-Cons. Going to need to use you. Okay, it's gonna do that. I see how it is. Oh my god, it's like I have to do it in slow-mo. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Nope. Well, it was not controller. It was not the controller. It is indeed the streaming. Oh dear. So it doesn't matter what controller I use, it seems. Hooray. No. Yup, and right now I am using the, now I'm using the Joy-Cons from the Switch 2. Oh god, this is gonna... No. I need to talk to Nimona. Oh god, this is gonna be an interesting game. Like, it's so delayed. Yeah, I saw you change the Joy-Cons. You said it was charging the Pro, so I thought it might have been that. No, no. I unplugged it before I switched. Like, it's slightly delayed when I'm doing the talking. Like, I'll press A and it'll take a bit to go to the next thing. Meanwhile, the animations are perfectly fine. It's just the controlling part. This is so weird. This has never happened before. Ever. Oh dear. I am happy to know though that it's not... Oh, oh, it'd make it more fun. Yeah, I think I might just go back to the Pro Controller. Because at least I had more control. I had more control with that than I did the Joy-Cons. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Froky, you did not come back like I ordered you to. Okay. Nope. There we go. Okay. Oh, and now that's happening? Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Okay. It's the curse of the streamer. It really is. Ah! I got control back. Okay. Wow, that was annoying. It wasn't even the controller that was the problem. Hey, the fact that it was OBS does not surprise me at all. Somehow the frame rate for the game, I have it so I have the frame rate so it matches the game and the system to my, like, it matches the system to the computer, so it runs smoothly, and like there's no screen tearing or anything like that. Somehow that came undone at some point, randomly on its own. And that's what was causing the delay. The computer was probably trying to catch up to what was going on the Switch 2. And OBS was not helping. Like, OBS just did not want to communicate with the capture card at all. But let's hope that doesn't happen during a battle. That would be bad. Very, very bad. As it is, I don't even think my Pro Controller has full battery. Okay. Whoop. Yay, full control. I like having full control. I swear, if this ever happens again... I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. Hey, this kid says he has 2. OBS, I know what you're doing. Does completely the wrong thing. Yeah. Yep. Yep. When I first started streaming, the mic didn't, like, I wasn't using the mic that I was using now, so audio wasn't great. But once so I kind of had an echo all the time. But there was always screen tearing, no matter what. We couldn't figure out how the heck to get rid of the screen tearing for the longest time. Because it's like, the laptop I use should easily be able to handle Switch graphics. But for some reason, there is just a screen tear. Always. Once we fixed the problem, nothing else went wrong, thankfully. And darn it, I made a kid cry. But like 90% of the time in streaming, when you have a problem, it's OBS. 90% of the time. Bansley, you are not a Kalos Pokemon. So go away. And I never did find that shiny. Come on, let me sneak in here. Thank you. So, she's gonna bring out a Palmy. Hit. Darn it! I'm gonna have to change Fletchling's Terra type to fire. Or flying. Probably flying. Flying would be better. The only Eevee evolution I can use. Sylveon. And yes, I put Diancie in here. I'm gonna have to change Noibat to Dragon. She's Grass, she's Bug. I'm probably gonna change that. And that's good. That's good. I can... Klefki is good. I do know this, though, when it comes to OBS. When I play a PC game, it really doesn't like my avatar. So I have to play without it. And it sucks. Because, like, I'm so used to having my avatar in the corner. And I also can't use stream avatars. So it's like half of my channel is just missing. I need to figure out how to make OBS chill. Hello, Fukoko. It's the battle of the reptiles. Well, reptile and amphibian. Oh, and I just thought of another thing that kids these days would struggle with. Kids these days will never know a Pokemon game that doesn't tell you when a move is super effective. They have no idea that back in the day, we didn't worry about stuff like, we didn't have that privilege. We had to memorize the typing chart. We didn't have the luxury of not memorizing it. So inventory management and having to memorize the typing chart. Those were two things that kids nowadays don't need to do. It's all neatly organized for you. You have unlimited storage. Like, what the heck? Yep, games didn't babysit you. Exactly. My 10-year-old brain trying to wrap... Like, me trying to wrap my head around the typing chart during red and blue days. My poor little head. Like... Here's 10-year-old me that's just... It's just trying to wrap my head around school. And then I have to do a typing chart on top of that. Well, I mean, I didn't have to, but... I could have, like, written it down or something. But we also didn't have the internet. Oh my god! Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it was all part of the game. Exactly. Like, back then, memorizing stuff for the sake of being good at the game was a thing. These days, it's just, oh, I'll Google it. Or the game tells you for you. It's like, yeah, this is super effective. This is super effective. Yeah, this won't affect anything. You need this item to evolve the Pokemon. It's just... We had to friggin' guess. Like, I remember when I first played Pokemon Red, the only reason I knew what to do with a Thunderstone was because of the anime. Like, when Lieutenant Surge gave Ash a Thunderstone to evolve Pikachu. That's the only reason why I knew what a Thunderstone did. And then I put 2 and 2 together about the other ones. Because even descriptions on items weren't great back then. Had to learn lore either from other people or anime or comics. Yup. You didn't just have some cool person online do a YouTube video of the lore of a game. You had to figure everything out for yourself. And it was like when they came out with those huge books that were guides for games, it was like a friggin' miracle. Because all of a sudden you just had an encyclopedia of the game in your hands. Like, oh my god, I had a friggin' library of all those books. Just guides to so many games. These days, the only one that I still have is for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And while the internet was there, I was just so used to guidebooks that I never really went online for it. I think that was the last guidebook I ever bought. Oh no, wait, I have one for Fallout 4 as well. Fallout 4 was the last one I ever bought. But I do remember when Final Fantasy X came out, I bought the game and the guidebook. It's a shame they don't do guidebooks anymore. Yes, I completely agree. Like, I think... Honestly, I think it was around the PS4 era that they stopped doing it. Which sucks. Because honestly, if I were to look up info on Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby online, I would not get the detailed description of things that I would in the book. The book is just so much more detailed. I don't mind having a digital guide, but I prefer to have the actual book with bookmarks. Exactly. It just makes it so much more easier because you can actually have what you're looking for right in front of you without some ad popping up and changing your place or the screen turning off and going into sleep mode. And like, you can actually keep your place. You don't need to worry about fiddling with anything. All you gotta do is just get to the page you want, mark where you are with like a post-it or a bookmark, and then voila. Like, I'll actually still use the guidebook when I play Omega Ruby for fun. I'll still use it, I don't care. Because, like, some of the items while I do remember where they are, some of them are in very strange locations. And I do actually need, like, a slight guide to where they are. Like, if I'll read, like, oh, it's here, here, and here. But the guides just give you, like, an exact location. And once I get to, like, the area where the item is, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this, I know where it is now. Best example is the friggin' Arceus plates. Getting all of those in Omega Ruby is a pain. Like, 3 of them are, like, underwater. And in really weird spots. And you need, like, the dowsing machine to find them, but you can't really use the dowsing machine underwater. So, it's just swim underwater and keep pressing A. Unless you know where the exact spot is. Hell yeah, Froakies Terra type is water. Nimona is just a walking threat. But yeah, anyways, back to the whole digital guide thing. Even if you don't have ads around it, it's still... There's still the screen dimming. There's still the, like, whatever device you're reading it on going to sleep mode. Like, there's just so many other things that get in the way. Whereas a book just sits there. It doesn't close on itself or anything like that. A lot less to worry about. Or worse, the battery starts that. Yeah, that too. In the middle of reading something, and next thing you know, it dies. And you're like, great, now I gotta go find that all over again. With Pokemon games, I tend to not need guides, but that's because I've played them way too many damn times. But it's like with other games, it's different. Like with Tears of the Kingdom, if it's one of those shrines where it's underground and I gotta find the cave, then it's just like, okay, I am not finding this cave anywhere. Or I have been in 3 caves in the surrounding area and none of them lead to it. Panic run around the house for a charger so you don't lose what you're looking at. Then the lottery of finding an empty socket. Yes. Oh my god, absolutely. Oh god. The amount of times I have gone rushing into the other room to get the charger for something, hoping it doesn't die. Like, I think it was actually... I think it was my hardcore run Actually, now that I think about it, my controller died. And I know it's Pokemon, but one of the rules during that was if I run into a Pokemon that I already have, I have no choice but to fight it. So, and I was in an area where my Pokemon was not exactly ready. So I had to go rushing to get the charger just to make sure that some Pokemon didn't charge at me while I couldn't move. Because I was surrounded by Pokemon I already had. And let's not forget the multiple times my controller has almost died while I'm fighting enemies in Tears of the Kingdom. And down to 2 hearts. Or it's mid-video of how to solve a shrine. The friggin' video took me like 10 minutes just to find on its own. I will likely be on later as well. Now that I'm back on Pokemon, I will likely and have a lot less going on outside of streaming. I will likely be around a lot more and back to doing twice a day streams. But the fact that the beginning of the game has taken me this entire stream so far is quite insane. And I forgot to take my hat off. But have fun with Kingdom Hearts. It is a good game. And my favorite of the Kingdom Hearts series. I think the first one honestly has the best story, if I'm being honest. And Jacques, why do you call us ragamuffins? Ever since this game was released, I have always wondered why the teacher calls his students ragamuffins. He could say students, he could say kids, he could say anything, but no. They choose ragamuffins. Yes. And then the teacher's just gone. Alright now. We officially have every Kalos Pokemon except for Skidoo. Skidoo is the only one we do not have yet. Alrighties. noisy upstairs. Back to Pokemon. Back to Pokemon. Happy to help. Do do do. Okay. One moment, folks. Okay. I am back. Of course, Mr. Urbica are only found in Paldea. The only other types of giant Pokemon we got are in Galar. That's because of energy, not plants. Yes, register them. Okay. I love how my phone just does what it wants. It's just like, oh, you want to put stuff on the map? Okay. And I don't need to take it out. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fly out of your pocket. Same when I get a call. I don't have a choice. Phone pops out of nowhere and just answers the call for me. Do do do. I love how they're all like, no need to choose now. And then it's just a few hours later, they ask me what my choice is. You don't want anyone hearing your personal information. Meanwhile, we got someone who can literally hack everything. Do do do. La Primarina, aka Floofy Hair Lady. Mona's the only one that's just like, you don't need to choose right now. I say okay, and instead of her saying you don't need to choose right now, she just goes, hold on, I had a whole spiel to tell you. Letting her excitement show. Holding nothing back. Do 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 do. Not to brag or anything, right? And I still think that Scarlet should not have an orange as their school symbol. Should have been an apple or a strawberry. Because, you know, Scarlet is red, not orange. Like, Scarlet is my hair. Not orange. Can I just have fun with the game now? Now to meet the professor! Do do do. Do do do. I can't believe. You know, I never paid attention to how long the start of this game is. But the fact that it's been almost 2 hours. And I have not at any point just stopped and did nothing. I have been playing through the game, though at a very speedy rate. So my god, for 2 hours straight. Like, I feel like if you did a speed run of this game, it would have to start the moment you are free from all this. Because in all honesty, if you start a speed run after this, after like you have to deal with all this stuff. I mean, it starts the moment you're free. You could probably do it a lot faster than anything else. Because while you can't skip cutscenes in this game, you can skip trainer battles. So you're not being constantly stopped. And that right there shaves time off of your run. Okay, time to rest. So, why does the school have dorms when students spend barely any time in them? Something I would just like to know. Like, if their students are running around Paldea, did they really expect them to just take a flying taxi back to school every single night? The whole point of this treasure hunt is to go out and explore. Like, he's even telling you, soak in the culture, be in nature, get to know the people. Do 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 do. For a giant school, this sure isn't a lot of students. It's like just my class. And there she goes, running off. First things first. Bonk. Now I love this. Going down the stairs. The way they're walking, it is an easy way. Just looking at it's just like, oh, they're gonna slip. Because the strides they're taking down the stairs do not match the steps at all. It's fine when going upstairs. Because then it's like you're running and you could be like jumping over other steps. But going down them, oof. Do 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 do. Okay, once I'm able to actually just kind of start actually playing the game, that's where I'm gonna end it, and then later I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do a whole lot. He almost said me stiff. Mariah Dunn loves his sandwiches. And it's adorable. Now it really looks like some kind of weird Salazar. Oh dear. I love how he's just like, you don't have to take part, but if you want to do the DLC, you have to. Alright. I'll be back later, y'all. Oh, big stretch. I'll be back later and we will share Kalos with the rest of Paldea. Or at least start doing that, since